Tansei, how are you? Henry, how are you, my friend? I hope you are doing well. Well, I think my old glasses are about to give up. My lens keeps falling out, and I still haven't gone to go get a new pair of glasses. But I'm gonna have to break down and go. Ta-da! Tansei from Oregon. Much blessings, Michelle. Thank you for joining. Bad pain date. Oh, Henry, I'm so sorry. I hope that we can heal this pain of yours. Who's this coming in? I'm sorry. I have to look. Um, I do have some guests here. Might hear some banging outside because they're here. Um, they brought two little ones, so and then they'll go back up. They'll go back up in the tree. But it is a beautiful day. I know that around the world we'll be getting some rain and a couple more storms coming in. So I do want to say, Dansei, okay. Good morning. I hope everyone is well. Um, I am doing good. I spoke to my grandson. He was in the field and he told me, he says, awesome. I seen how many viewers you got now. You're almost there to your 500, which is awesome. Nusna. So it means grandma, nana, depending on the language you speak. And I told him, you know what, I go, maybe you should do a small video for me. It was me being in the field. He says, I'll think about it, huh? All right. How is everyone doing? Ace, how are you, sweetheart? Greetings, greetings. I hope everyone is doing well. I did get some prayers this morning that they're asking for prayers. Some are going through some pains and aches. Someone is feeling a little depressed. Now, we don't like that. We do not like that. I'm doing much better, Face. Thank you. I am walking a little better with the cane. I don't have to struggle now, but I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Now, I do want to do a prayer for those who need prayers. And I will do that probably a little towards the end. So, I wanted to know if anybody wanted to come on here and tell me what was your first encounter. You know, you want to share it. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be with Bigfoot, Dogman, the Chavacala, or the Windalow, or the Mothman. Many things here. The giants, the village people, the fairy family. You know, tell me if you want to come on here, you're more welcome to come on and give a little, explain to me how you thought of a Bigfoot or the dog man, or what is it that caught your eye. And I'm seeing if the elders are here, because they'll tell me. You're way too squirmy today. Well, we can pray for you over that. You know, you can grab your bag and um, touch where it hurts. It's also to help you. Remember when you're having, you're feeling the anxiety of the pain, hold the bag. Hold the bag. Okay. There we go. Oh, it just told me I was live. All right. Let me put some music. Do you care for some flute? Or do you care for the drums to hear the singing? Or I'm thinking. Let me see if I can find my uncle. And JP, brother JP is live. I went over there and told him I apologize for. I did not know you were going to. I really don't like to go on when other friends are going live because a lot of our viewers are the same people, and we all support each other. So I told him I can wait, but I don't know how long I have much time on my StreamYard. So, but uh, let me see. Dun, 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 dun. Let me- Um, There we go. All right. Yes, sir. That's just a respect. So, but he told me, no, Mama, you go. You go. And I really feel uncomfortable doing that. But he just told me again, go. All right. Now, yesterday, didn't get to finish everything, but yesterday was a good day, a good video. We had a gentleman, Alfonso, came in and played a few songs for us, which was beautiful. And I really enjoyed it. He spoke English and Spanish, and I do speak Spanish too. I understand it more than I speak. As my husband is Mexican, he speaks it more than I do, but I can understand. So that goes in with all the other 9 languages that I speak. So being an elder and a medicine woman, and also being on the board of the council, we all like to touch base with our family and help them in the ways we can. I do help many tribals by being their attorney for different each relative have some kind of issues, or they want to know how we can get their names in the ledgers and stuff, and I do help them with that. So now, I would like to say that those who understand the creatures, now Bigfoot, Doug, they always run together and they play hard together. And I mean hard because sometimes you hear them roaring and it sounds like they're fighting, but they're playing. Now, and they do tend to argue, which is true, they do. Many people don't understand who they are or what are they about, but they've been here many, many years. Oh, I turned it off by my finger, sorry. And I don't know, can you hear it from there? Because I'm moving it down. Say, Jackie, my bestie, I hope you're doing well, sweetheart. Michelle, you're from Oregon. What parts of Oregon? You don't have to give me your town, but around it. And do you get activity there? Did you know that in Oregon there is a clan there? I can tell you there's two clans there actually. I'm going to move you up a little more. There we go. And I'm going to every time many people come to me and ask me what are the intentions of a satanga, which is a Bigfoot, or a dog man, and why is it that squirrels and the bird chatter or beep 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 beep? Reason why is they're letting them know there is an intruder, and they let other animals know that they're here. So it is important that we respect Mother Earth. We respect Mother Earth, and we listen. You know, many channels do things in different ways. Even my relatives, when they go live, they do it different too. I have a nephew, a great nephew from the Navajo res, and he does his own podcasting, and he says that he talked about the it. So, he's gotten his house blessed and blessed him and his family to speak of the name so he can explain what they are. And he likes to really talk about it. And you're not supposed to, actually, because it's like you're allowing the demon to come in. So we don't want that. But also, too, we want to make sure that your family is secured and not to have brought any bad energy back into the home because you're speaking of them. And that's fine, as long as the elder had went over there and did the cleansing and the prayers to keep the family safe. So, and he does. He does speak about it. He has merch. And a lot of us natives have been out, branching out. Some will have where they want to speak about how they live, their life story. I do talk about my life story, and I also explain what the creatures are in the woods with us. So that way, many can understand who they are and what they are all about. And when we do explain to the humans, is that we're trying to make things across so they can understand, you know, if you're going to go out and investigate, then this is a possible chance that this can come out. And if you're protected, and I do protect your medicine bags for you. Many of you have gotten one from me already, and it's to help you whatever emotionals you're going through and whatever if you're in the forest and you're not sure what's out there and you don't want to get that, this is why, you know. So again, you know, and I make sure all the time that my bags are very faithful to me and to you. So no one can wear your medicine bag. Only you can. They can touch it, but they cannot open it. They can smell it, but they can't open it. And when you open it, I'll know. I'll know that you open it. Because it's sacred from Mother Earth to protect you from all bad evil and bad energy, and not allowing anything to come to attack you, like to zap you for information. You know, you don't want to know any bad sickness come to you. Now, yesterday when we were talking about some stuff, and then we got changed course, and I wanted to let know everyone, you know, it's that time again. You're going to be needing a bag, a protection bag, because you're going to be going out. Well, if you don't want one, that's fine. I don't force anyone, but I'm letting you know I'm always here, even for prayers. So, if anyone has prayers, I do want you to let me know. Okay. I do understand that many people get confused on many different things. Oh, how do you do your healing? Well, my healing is a cleansing on the body. And what I do is I pray for you. My prayers are very strong and powerful. I ask the Creator, Mother Earth, give me your sickness. Take your headaches away. Give it to me. You're out of breath. Give it to me. And usually it stays with me when I do try to take it away, and then I get rid of it. But at times, sometimes it's harder for me. I am getting up there in my age. I do wonder how many people feel about the Satangas, or feel about the dog man, the wingalo, the shapeshifter, the it. Dansei. Okay, Roger, thank you for coming. But yes, many times we all go to the forest and the woods, and it is good to play music. I guarantee it. They'll watch you, and sometimes you might even hear some popping like this. Or you might hear them. They do a lot of chatting with the other person, you know, to see if you understand them. If not, they'll do a different way to their own plan. So sometimes it's really, really hard for the humans to really understand why they do that. But if you say, okay, I don't know what you're saying, but I'm not here to harm you. You know, talk to them in your language, whatever language, English, Spanish, gibberish. You know, because many people when they go in the field and take pictures or they're live, what I do is that before I enter, I always pray and put down tobacco to Mother Earth and to the Father, the Creator. And I ask them, is it okay that I enter with my electronics? I would like to take a picture if you can show yourself. I just want a few. And I will say, I would like 4 or 3. I will not record, but just a picture. Either from my phone or the camera. And sometimes they will tell you yes or no, and they'll come out. So now, my grandson, he said that because he's in 29 Palms, which is he's really deep in the valley with the mountains. There comes mountains down, and then inside, he says there are many manholes. He goes, and we went down one, and he said it smelled so bad. He said, "No, I don't understand how these its can live down there." I said, "You know what? They say they're only in Utah or in Arizona. No, they're everywhere. They are everywhere. They have been traveling more and more. Now, I've been told that they have been coming to many states that have a lot of activity. Now, do we want to be around that? No. But the only thing is that so you won't notice them at all. Don't say Bob and Maddie. How are you? I hope you're both feeling better. So, John, don't say thank you for joining. So now, as I sit there, and I said, I have brought some goodies. Not a lot. I brought some. So you must share with your clan and the other creatures. And this is what I told them. I have bought you some salmon. I always slice it just like this. I cut it up like that, and I'll make, little lines in it. So when they bend it, they can bite it easy. Sometimes they just bite the whole thing. But I always get the skin, shave it off. Because I don't, if it hurts us, it would hurt them, just like any other creature. Even my bear that I am, them too. They're very tough, but they can choke from it too. So I have bought salmon, frozen watermelon, strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, and I had cut it up little piece dices and put it in a Ziploc bag with 2 large Coke, Sprites inside, and then 2 cups of water. Then I put it in the freezer. And then when I went up there, I had it in my bag that keeps it cold. Now, like my grandson says, I went up there and the 29 pounds where they practice. He says, I don't want to feed them. I just don't even want them around. And I said, I understand that, but you don't feed them. You don't feed the it, because it already gets what it wants, no matter where or who is around. But we also need to be careful and be protected. I know that many times he's told me, I get scared going out there. Hold your bag. He goes, when you go out there, what do you do? And then I told him, this is what I do. He says, does it stay ice cold? And I said, a little, but most of the time it's still frozen. And I don't leave the bags there. I don't leave no trash, no plastic bags. I also make the banana nut bread for them too. I'll slice it. The little ones, the little cans, and I'll slice it up. And then I put it there. And when I tell them it's time, they're already here. So I really don't need to clock. Because they already know. So, and then I'll sit down in my little stump, because there's a stump up there that my husband helped me put for me to sit. And they were like 2 stumps like this, so we put 2 on top of each other, and I sit on it. And then I'll either play the flute or I'll play the drum, and I'll sing to them. Now that me singing, that means I'm attracting more of the creatures and the animals. So, and when you feel that it's something that's not there, and what I usually do, pulling my arm. And what I do, but mine here is, as you can tell, I'm starting to run out more. I take a bite. It helps me for if I have a headache or something's trying to zap me. You can tell when you're getting zapped, believe me. So it is important that you carry your bag, like I told my grandson. If you can't wear it inside, then leave it in your pocket. When you really need to use, if you're feeling kind of anxiety, smell it. If you have to, just open it like that. It still smells good after all these years. And then my husband It's never a dull moment. He says that somebody broke a tree down, a branch down. So he's going to go look. He's always, your family over here always destroy people's trees. Well, if it's dead, they're going to pull it down. And those who understand what I mean, they do. They really do. So, okay. Get back to my grandson. He was telling me when they do many firing out there, and then they have a maze that they have to go, and then it's like they're practicing war or battling, whatever. Um, he tells me, he goes, it's very, very odd when your own lieutenant, it gets scared and stands next to you guys, and he says, what shall we do? What do you think we should do if something is coming towards us that is like 8 feet tall and gray? My grandson told him, my grandmother says that when you see it, you're not supposed to look at it, because if it doesn't have, you see black, and then you'll see like little red underneath right here. And if you go head, you're locked, then you're marked where he's going to follow you. You do not want that. There is many things that other people don't know. And they say, well, how do the Americans, the Native Americans know? Us indigenous, we have stories from our elders that told us when we were young. Now, when Chief Rehawk was alive, he would always tell me, no ko no bahayishtahan kitya. I'm gonna watch him. Oh my goodness. But there is plenty creatures. Then now it's nighttime. He says it's really weird at night because he sees like these orbs, or it's like a spirit just walking. And yeah, you're going to see a lot of our relatives walking on Mother Earth at night. They didn't want to go across, and those are the ones that felt they had to stay to protect. And sometimes they do get out of line and try to scare others. But as I tell them when I walk there, don't do that. You do not scare me. Why do you want to scare others? It is impossible for you to try to come and scare me. So, but when you see many orbs, then you know there are many other creatures around. Okay, Jackie, that's fine. Does anybody want to come on here? You don't have to be shy. Everybody is kind here, and they won't say anything. So tell me about your experience, or how do you feel about certain stuff. You have a ghost dog. Then that was the previous owner that was there. Now, how large or how small and how bright was it? Because then they'll tell you, I can tell you the difference if how long it's been. I have many pictures of my plants, all 4 of them. People ask me, why don't you share them? Because I made a promise when I became a medicine woman and learning about them and to speak with them that I would never share unless I am honestly felt with the person. And I have shared my pictures with many people, but it's very rare that I do because I respect them. I'm not saying it's rude or anything, but I'm saying you need to ask permission and stuff. So, and if don't, then because many people don't, I do, and that is their indigenous way of us communicating. I will next time. I'm just not ready for it today. That's fine, sweetheart. It's a permanent. I moved into a haunted apartment in the city. Stuff happens, and everyone thought it was crazy. But they have bright orange. Yep, red orange, like peach. Okay. Now I will say this: do you, don't say William? Welcome to my community. Um, do you use EVP to communicate with them? Because also those, if you use them a lot, that attracts the portal to be open for others to come out. Don't say Marcy. Hello, sweetheart. Um, Even too, when you do that, say a prayer, smudge your phone, smudge you, because it's important. Now, people don't understand who I am, what I'm about. Therefore, let me say something. Good. I'm Elder Medicine Bear Claw. Many people call me Mama Bear. I am from the Blackfoot Res, and I am also a council member and I'm also an attorney for them. So I love to do what I do up in the mountains to communicate with the creatures, the cryptids, even the ones become, which is a negative creature with bad intentions. And I face them. Me wearing my bag and my protection, many things can go wrong, but I'm still there. Now, how I became this way is from our chief Rehawk and Mama Rainfeather, which is my grandmother. And she was 94, 95. And she was killed by an it trying to communicate with it. And they dragged her. So this is what I tell my grandson: when you are out there, please be careful and enjoy what it is. Oh, yes, to know if they exist, I definitely believe. Oh, your hawk is, oh, beautiful, sweetheart. Beautiful. Remember that to go out there and talk and ask, is there a message for me? Awesome. That is really awesome. Speaking with them, I'm sorry, I turned it off. Speaking with them and to know that many people, okay, many people try to figure out why there are so many cryptid and why is the paranormal always coming up. And you know what? It's life. It's part of life. As we grow up and we listen to the elders speak of the stories and to teach us how to handle many things and go with it, but not bringing no harm, but trying to bring comfort for the evil, the bad. And when we are facing a bad spirit, we tell them, come to us. Let us help you. Let's see, let me answer some questions. William says, my daughter took her children on a field trip to the Marilyn Manson, and out of 36 photos she took, she got 2 very clear photos. So beautiful. I hope she was able to say thank you for showing yourself and letting us know that you are around and not willing to harm anybody. You know, sometimes the war, they think there's still war, so they're going to try. You know, you can see their body drifting towards you, and you usually go like this. I'm not here to harm you. I can feel you. I can hear you, and I can see you. Many people say that I'm just a crazy lady, but I'm giving the truth. Good, Marcy. Hi, Michelle. Now, me being an elder, I do share some of my stories with my children, and I want them to understand that, you know, that their grandparents, great grandparents, and great grandparents. Now, we have many times had tried to teach those who don't understand, and they were relatives or your own children. And this is what I say: if you don't understand and don't listen for what's in front, then how can you continue? But we have to let our young ones know our stories because it's what carries on to the next generation. I want my grandchildren to understand what my mother and my grandmother told me and go on with other elders that give many stories. There are some stories that I can't speak of because of our native laws, and I tell that to everybody. But I share some of our stories. I tell you some of my experience. And who I am today is over 50 years of doing an investigation, getting my feet in the ground. And believe me, I take off my boots and I touch Mother Earth. I take them off and if there's a stream, I put my feet in that stream. And I stand there and then I'm just praying to her. And yes, of course, it's late at night, 2 o'clock in the morning. And it might be silent. Or you might hear the tripping or the frogs or someone stomping. But when I'm there, I tell them, I'm here, I can hear you. I can feel you. And then I'll turn to see where they are. And I said, okay, I know you're there. And then one's over here. It's always been that way. And I will always continue. I have been down for about a year and some months. And it's okay because I went out there a couple times already. I'm ready. So I will continue. My husband goes with me once in a while and he says, boy, I made him a bed. He wears it. He also says, you go ahead up here. You got the radio or you got the cellulite, the satellite phone. And I carry that with me. So they called him Gaga, Buffalo, little Buffalo. But many times, either it's the young one or the Bigfoot, the Sapanga, that will rattle. They will even throw rocks or sticks to see how you're going to react. And many times, as we are, in that time of the morning between 11 and 6, that's the most activity you get. Yes, they're almost 24 hours, depending on what plans. And they're always going to have a few watching, where they're who's who and who's coming, or something like that. But believe me, there are many orbs. There's different lighting in there. Now the star people have been coming more and more to be with the creatures. So, and they can shift themselves to a dog or a cat. And they have been trying to do it of humans. Now, many people say, oh, Mama Bear, you don't know. I do know. There's things I don't want to tell you because I've been told not to, and I bite my tongue because I want to share what is out here. And yes, I get reprimanded. It's okay. I don't live on the res, but I respect my elders who are older than me. As they tell me, we come together to be in the circle. And you're the youngest to come in with us, to join, to share our stories so the next generation can understand. And if they see it, they know. But I also want to share with the humans, the other people. So, and I try, to give them information. Marcy says, I would love to visit that place. There are different places around in other towns nearby. For instance, the Bell Ridge, William, and I do know about that area. I definitely heard the stories about the Bell Ridge, yeah. Now I can tell you the most popular active is Arkansas, PA, Ohio, Idaho, and Virginia and Oklahoma right now. We had been told that there has been more of the cryptid there. So, and I get more information, not just from when we have our Zoom meetings together. And believe me, there's be 15 tribals on here. And we're talking about, okay, what we got to put on the ledger and who investigate what area and what is there and what is false. And also, too, who has gone to do the investigation. Now, I will be going to Michigan the end of April. and I'm going to be doing some scouting out there to see how things are. I do tend to be in many places when I am sitting down. When many of my channel friends that I help, I am here at home and I'll be sitting on the branch telling them where and who is there. And I will have a microphone at ears as I'm speaking, and it would type in into their community where everybody else is. And I will let them know what is close and how far it is from them. If it's 5 feet away, 20 feet away, 30 feet away, because you don't know, it could be cloaked and they could be right in front of you. And actually, when you take the picture, you will see the lining of it, or sometimes you will actually catch their face. I have was a full body, and I also have with a face. I also caught one of my young ones, the little baby. Now, that baby had just been born, and it's not quite small. They are very like a 5-year-old. One haunted house I refuse to visit is an old Marie Laveau house in New Orleans. I've heard people having attachments after visiting that old voodoo queen house. You know, um, I do have a relative that's gone there, and she had said that a lot of the evil spirits from the old times like to connect to the people that are there because that makes them more alive. It's like another year for them. And yes, it is. It is really, really hard if you allow it to be attached. And this is what I tell everybody: if you have my protection badge, you're protected. And you hold that back and say, you're not going to attach anything to me or my equipment. I tell that to all my people that I help them in the channels. I tell them, you've got to pray before you're entering. And then if you feel that something is closer to you, you tell them, you cannot attach to me. You are not welcome to me. You know, yes, our Father, the Creator, is Jesus Christ. And I explain this to everybody because everybody gets confused when I say the Creator. I pray to the Creator. I ask Him the guidance. Give me the guidance. Give me the eyes to see what I need to do. But one of the elders had went and tried to cleanse. And she looked and she says, this is more I have to have help, not just with me. So I will say that. And it's because that spirit is already so, how do you say, like rotten. And you can smell the death. And we don't want that. We want them able to try to go across. Even we ask them, let us allow you to go across. Let's use it, walk with him. Now, people say, okay, we're camping. And they have a big bonfire. But yet they're seeing faces in that fire. That's because they're trying to come out. To see if they can get you off guard to attach to. And this is how they carry on. And then they'll stay with you. Then they say, oh, you look different. What happened? Then that negativity of that bad spirit lives with you, inside you. And it's not allowing for the good to come out. But believe me, stay positive and keep saying, if that ever happens, you better best go to the creek, the river, and get it out of you. Allow your body to float with the water so it can come out. There is more to do, that I only do that for those who need to understand. So many times they ask me, can you really help me understand what is around me and what can we do? And I say, okay, well, this is what you can do. I look for another one. My uncle, many people don't understand who I am. I'm 63 years old. I am a good fighter. I'm a good healer. I love challenges, even with from a man. Don't mean to just disrespect. But there has been many men trying to challenge me because they've been going out in the field and saying that they can't do this and they can't do that. And they say, well, you go and do things. Well, how do you know how? If we elders tell you stories because it's happened to us, it has happened to our families. I'm originally from Pequot, Williams, and many people die out. See the soldier spirits and the Cherokee Native spirits. I'm part Cherokee, and I grew up in the valley below the Lookout Mountains. You know, I have many relatives too that are there, and this is why I speak. Even when I speak in the language, um, to help reconnect and help those that want to understand their culture. It's like I tell everybody, and I even tell this to my relatives on the Zooms. We all run the same blood that the Creator gave us. We just are different tone of skin or different nationalities, but we have the same blood. Yes, we know about the RHO and the B positive, and the A positive, and the O positive. I mean, you know, I understand all that. But I try to tell them, those who have native in them, even if it's just a little bit, you're still native. Know your culture. Get in touch with it. Because you never know, your ancestor had been someone that was traveling many, many years to understand. Yes, I've been told the same thing, that you're young, but your spirit is very young, but you're speak of old. And that's why when you become an elder and a medicine, then you realize the things, the markings that you have, and understanding what Mother Earth gave us, the plants, and able to speak to the creatures. Teach us all. Again, I gotta be careful what I say because of the native laws. We are given, we have to obey our laws, and I do. But I do still give many humans the information if something is bad in that area, and I'm going to let them know, because then it can take your life and you will become like a zombie. Marcy says, I appreciate everything you tell us, Mama. As you know, my dad passed. I know. I know, sweetheart, but you know what? He's with our Father, the Creator. He's walking. walking him home, and he is there with the family. You gotta remember, and I tell this to my family, and I tell it to friends, close friends, and other friends. I says, these here are on the land of Mother Earth. We're only trial basis. We'll be walking home together, and there will be no more hurt, anger, confusion, depression, anxiety, panic attacks, and oneself that doesn't understand why they lose themselves in the woods or the forest. We're here to help. The Creator will always be with us. He's given us the eyes to see, the ears to hear, and to understand. And that's what we have to do. William says, I am going to actually have a little bit of German, which is where my last name comes from. We have quite a few um, family here in the community. They have a German last name, and they're also native. We're proud who we are, and we're proud how we stand. And this is what I tell everyone. Stand proud who you are. And remember to love yourself. Yes, Marcy. Always stand proud. And remember, as I always tell you, you feel your heartbeat, put your hand there. Your dad is with you. And he sees through your eyes. You would smell him. He'll let you know. He would come to you and he would give you a glance. I promise. I have not been wrong. And if I have, tell me where I've been wrong, because I haven't. I will admit if I'm wrong. I always have, but I have not been wrong. Maybe on some people, yes, I can be wrong there. But telling who they are, what they are, no, I've always been right. So, all right, I'm going to do a quick prayer and not to change the subject, but I have had one sighting of Sasquatch hunting with my father. I never seen the evidence of a dogman. But do you think the dogman is physically being or a demon? He's not a demon. I promise you. Because mine comes here with hits or hurts. They always sin. The dogman is not a demon. The dogman is a protector, just as well as if you had a dog in your own home. Um, they are very large, very big. Their hands are very big. They, I do speak of the dogman and the Satangas in my videos always because they are my family. I go with them, I speak with them. They tell me when it's time to travel to a different area. They let me know. Even from back east, they tell me. All right, let's do a prayer because I'm going to call it to. It's going to come to an end. So let me grab everything right now. Okay. like I was saying, all who knows me, being a medicine woman, I make mini creams, um, muscle muscle ache, pains in your joints, like for arthritis, neuropathy. I also make the chapsticks. So far, I like this one. The plastic one wasn't really holding it hard, the wax, but this one has really last and helps. I also make my feather fans. I make my jewelry. I do the medicine wheel and I do the turquoise because I feel that it's important to stay turquoise with Mother Earth. I have sets that are $45 with the earrings. And I just finished these ones today. So people give me designs and I, I go and do them. So same thing. I already made 10 of these. And the stones are all blessed and carved by me. Same thing. Seems like the long ones with these. On my channel on Facebook is Elder Medicine Bertha. I do them. You can see everything that I make and what I enjoy doing. You can get a hold of me if you want a protection medicine bag, or if you want to try to purchase my native jewelry that I made by my hands, and I pray over each bead that I go and make. So I also make smudge sticks, all different kind. I believe doing the smudge sticks as sage, white sage, lavender, pine, cedar, because it's important. These help take out the negativity that is the spirit that is trying around in your home. You want to stay with peace. You don't want to have all this frustration and allowing any evil to come into the presence. And if you're sick, um, always, well, even you're always in pain, William, the cream will give you some comfort. Quite a few of my viewers, my family community here, has purchased, and they can tell you how it is. Um, I've had 2 back surgeries, and I'm still working on climbing them. You know what? You're not the only one. I have cancer in my spine. This is why for a year and a half I've lost a lot of my thickness of my hair because my hair was very thick and long. Now it's thin due to the medication. And I've been putting that cream on. I put it on my husband. He's a sciatica. He doesn't feel it. How much is this chapstick? $8. Oh my goodness. I know you told me to. It's, oh goodness, yes. Okay, hello, welcome again. Thank you for joining. And you know what? There is Bigfoots, all creatures, all cryptid, all over this world. Believe me, there is. All right, is I know there's a few people in here that want prayers, and I know some left, but If you want a prayer, can you put a heart, please, and let me know? So that way I can say your name in prayer. Okay? But I have to pray over myself. It's powerful smoke. Dante Robin. Okay. All right. I'm going to pray over myself first. Alrighty. I'm getting 8 people in here that suffer a lot. So, never for nice to an animals. Miskatona kurimeki inskatona kuani skola miskona nene nene kate no puntoy amisti iskonna biteniasta koito I prayed for the ones that put the hearts. I know you did, but I also pray for a few of those because I can still feel you, and I feel you need to have a little positive and better energy. Okay. Nisto ay no kuan pa te hasto no kwa ni iska te hai ni ne kamutai isko to no kuan ni kinia e kuan ni me ni ai do isko ento kum to ni ni ai ko e kinia no ste ni ni no hai kun no to hin isko te ni isko e Amen. There you go. I asked the Creator and Mother Earth to look for you, to bring you peace, and to bring you to more of the light of happiness. And for those that are hurting so much, I ask of Mother Earth and the Creator, allow it to come to me to take what is bothering me. Even those have more than what it is. I ask the Father and the Creator to continue to heal you, to heal your thoughts, to hear what is bothering more here, and to heal the hands that we are given so we can go on and shake the next person's hand. So, I am Elder Medicine Bear Claw. If you do need any prayers, or like I say, don't laugh at my email. This has been my nickname since I was in junior high for my husband. If you need a protection medicine bag, we can talk how to purchase one. And if you need any smudge sticks, number lock. No. Goodness. Did I PATEINT at Gmail. Or if you care to purchase any of my jewelry and stuff, or the creams, chopsticks. Chopsticks are $8. Um, it is all natural ingredients: lemongrass, beeswax. Um, there is ginger. There is spearmint in it, and there's also lavender. And I put it all together in a set and put it in there. All right, Bob. I will do more prayers for Maddie. Um, I know she's still been under the weather, but I will continue to pray. You're most welcome, William, for your prayers, and I will continue on praying for those who had asked me. So I truly thank you all for joining me. I appreciate you all. Remember, believe in yourself. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, I love you. You're gorgeous. You're good. Okay. My email is there, and you can also get a hold of me on Elder Medicine Bear Claw on Facebook. If you care to join the chat room, you're more welcome. If you have any more questions, you can email me or even in the personal chat on Messenger. I thank you all for joining me today. Many blessings to you all. And remember to smile, tell that person hello. Okay? Thank you.